Come on.
Rachel, smile. Rachel, smile. Camera's on you.
Come on,
Something happened. surprise. Nobody else.
No, thank you. Sorry to interrupt. What? Did you see their faces? Yeah. I don't think any of us did.
Come here.
You're in trouble now.
I don't even want to sing. I tell you what, the only time you come around her, it costs me at least $10,000. And I ain't coming around her no more. I know.
Well, Chuck, you're not the youngest.
Jan?
We have a toast for the anniversary couple. Here, here. To long life, good health, forever.
All right. Your mom and dad.
Right.
And Charlie now. And Grandma and Grandpa. And Grandma and Grandpa.
I'd like to make a special thanks to everybody for coming, number one. Number two, to Lil and Lou Gooberman, because they really helped
Yes.
out a lot in helping
Yes.
put this together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We moved in. It wasn't for Mom and Dad. We wouldn't be here. We weren't here today. So we're going to the whole family. To the whole family. All right, you take your cousin. We knew we were going to have this.
Gee whiz. That's funny. I came today. I figured I'd have some fun. This is a new one. You didn't have it last time you were here when you took the pictures at the pool. How are you? Not really. But my blood pressure, went to the doctor today, blood pressure 124 over 80.
That's good.
Of course, that's, medication. Oh, thanks. Okay. Oh. You got slimmer. Yeah. So good. You look as good as me. I'm going to pick you up at the airport tomorrow at 4:30. We're going to go to Camp Pinellas tomorrow. Today, the hell with the diet. You know what I did today? I had to meet a prospective. What? Oh, yeah. It's a dope. That's not dirty. But let me tell you something. You know the place you took me to one night? Dallas, little Italian place, it's dark. Okay, well listen, he's opening a new place. But this place got about 20 tables, maybe 10, 12 tables. And the kitchen is outside. You say, surprise me. You know, it's the same. Tony has no beer, well, we'll have to bring our own if we want. All right? But what I wanted to tell you is that I had an appointment. You ever see these Subway sandwich shops? They're all over the country. Well, they met me out in Lake Wales. So I hadn't eaten breakfast, so I went to go to the doctor. So while they were measuring the store and so on, I went to Burger King, which is right on that property, and I had a Whopper. 12:30. About 3 o'clock, I'm on my way back. 3:30, I was still with me. So I went into McDonald's and had a quarter pounder. Rachel and Janet have one face. That's one face.
I'm all this on tape.
What? Where are we going to sit? Oh, buffet? We're at the just like getting married.
Your son Steve, job.
The rabbi's going to say a few words over the food.
No, David, you just go.
Here we go.
Where are the candles?
Oh, there.
Wait a minute. First, yes, get the candles.
Yes, they can't.
Are you ready, McGee?
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready? The kids have their candles?
Yeah, we have candles now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Do we need matches to light it?
Just like one, the center one.
Matches the center one?
Just as right in the center one. Okay, right. Okay, we're gonna give it to Mother.
Where's the camera? Wait a minute. Wait.
Move over behind you.
Let that get in. This is not a moment. Is it candlelight ceremony?
There's a candle. We have some candles.
I don't shop it.
Mother's gonna light candles.
Heather?
Oh, Butch? Oh, yeah. Do you want my other way, Butch?
Now it's my, light is the symbol of divine. Light is also the symbol of our joy and our happiness. And light is also the symbol of love. The joy that comes into family life and the lights that fire and the flame that unites two people's hearts has ever kept aglow. One of the beauties of your life is that you have kindled the light of Jewish life, Sabbath, and all of its loveliness, the hearts of your children and those who are descending. So we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu mitzvosav v'tzivanu, v'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, and has sanctified us by thy commandments, and commanded us to kindle the Sabbath lights, and also to further to kindle the light of joy, happiness, and all that the future may bring of your family and its future. Amen.
Amen. Yay. Okay, let's see.
Now wait a minute. It's not the beginning. Honey, with a preacher, it's only the beginning. Will you please, will you please fill up my, okay. We need a glass of wine for the event. Champagne is fine.
Hey, Rabbi, I'm on your side.
Glass of wine. How come you didn't see us walking this way?
You went the other direction?
Okay. We lift up the symbol of joy and thank God for the blessings of their 46 years of marriage and for the progeny that has come forth out of that marriage and the grandchildren and the future generations. And for all the joys, the trials, as well as the tribulations that have come forth. We lift up this symbol of our thanksgiving and we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. May their life further be blessed with life's gifts of joy, happiness, and well-being.
Good night.
We can almost remarry him now.
Gee, we should have brought that Monkey David music over. Last but not least.
Next.
This is the symbol.
It's twisted.
This is the symbol of the staff, the challah. The symbol of the staff of life. Weight Watchers staff. How you have so faithfully provided, lo, these many years for Charlotte as well as for your offspring. As it happens, we should have a second one because Charlotte has joined the firm, so to speak, and she feels that she now has a share in the if you will, in both. But suffice, our hopes is that the prosperity that you have richly, that you zealously labored for, and worked so very, very diligently over the years, in which you've put forth a great deal of toil and anguish, time and energy, and have brought its rewards, that they may continue to be a source of prosperity to you. And so we say, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, ha'otzei lechem min haaretz. May God further bless you, and that from your efforts, other prosperities may come forth. Amen. Have a good Shabbat. Now wait a minute. Let him break the glass. After 46 years in London. No, here's the wisdom.
David, when they open the gifts, they're not total. Well, then you can get them.
You get it all? Get it all.
If you want to, they will go to well done.
Did you get it all?
We're gonna have to go back to your house. I cooked all day.
Get the cameras. No X-rated in the park. Rachel, can you get me up here? I'm getting ready to get down and go eat. Come on, let's go.
Thinking about my problem with you.
You're all by yourself.
What? The camera.
So, Tom,
You're not going to eat dinner. You got chocolate fingers. Right?
Come on,
Those cheese fingers. Chocolate fingers?
strawberry.
For the party that we think should be open now.
Well,
Did you say that again one time for the camera? Could you do that again? Oh, thank God. I had no trouble getting it out the first time.
That's not what Paul said.
Okay, that sounds fine. Yeah, I guess I was going to pass it around. Here, I'll tell you what. So that's fine. Yeah. Okay, great. Sweetheart, what's up? How often you get sandwiches? Why? You're supposed to go
I think he wants a drum roll. I think he wants a drum roll.
Listen, this is a very special, this is a very special personal, this is a very special personal gift that the four of us with our spouses are giving to our spice. Giving to our spice.
Not your spouse and our children.
We told you it was informal.
We forgot to get a card.
We forgot to get a card.
Listen, in all the rush getting down here.
Oh, just in case y'all didn't show up.
Maybe y'all show up. It was a possibility.
It was very close.
Wait.
Look, I just had to think of
I
another.
like the music, good music.
Wait, Charlotte. I thought this was it.
This is not a card. You just rip it. Rip it. Go, Albert. All right.
Careful, Jen. Careful. Careful, Charles.
Yeah, watch the camera. We've not seen this. We'll have to cut my picture. This is the invite. That's beautiful. And then inside, what are we doing inside?
Putting pictures.
This is for all the pictures that are back.
Hey, okay, enough for the suspension. Let the peanut gallery know what's going on.
Michelle, that's
And it's engraved. It's engraved.
See, you have to understand, my
Has their name
parents
on it.
have boxes of pictures from the past 45 years. None of them are in our life.
I think it's a great
You think Blue Side will go in their house? Yay!
Look up, everybody.
Oh, you're welcome.
Can you take a picture?
Marina, you did such a good job of taking a picture of you. No, I know what you have to do.
You got your job cut out for you.
Can I have your attention? Oh, hello. One of the things that we had asked you all to do as a real special gift to Charlotte and Albert, okay, right in the mic, I don't like doing this, I'm used to just talking straight, is to bring a memory or a story to come up here and share with them.
If you have one.
If you have one, yes. This is voluntary and courtesy of Butch and Jan. We're going to videotape it, and then Charlotte and Albert can take it and listen to it whenever they want.
On Skip's machine.
Okay.
Okay.
Dave Fisker has
Just
chosen to be
remember
first.
there are children.
I have submitted to I refuse to.
What's that line?
Usually not a public speaker, but but Charlotte and Al once gave us the pleasure to accompany on a cruise.
The kinder.
They had the cabin next to us, our beds backed up to one another. And I had 4 sleepless nights.
You were jealous.
But aside from that, along about the second evening, we're going into the dining room, and we look at each other and we're saying, you know, I think we ought to slip the maid a decent money. So I said, it's not a bad idea. So we slipped the fellow $20. Well, it's not a great sum of money, but I guess to him it was much appreciated, because immediately they brought out a schissel with,
What is it?
with, what is it, Alfredo?
Fettuccine.
Fettuccine Alfredo. And he said, we make it, this is specially for you. A big schissel, and we're having a fettuccine Alfredo. Then the dinner comes. Well, it was another Italian dish, wasn't it? The dinner.
Whatever.
Whatever. Well, that was the end of Albert's eating. He got indigestion, and I didn't see him in the dining room anymore.
But tell him that afternoon,
You're not supposed to tell the
waiting for
story.
lunch on the deck, and you and I gobbled up about 4 hamburgers, and Adele, we walked over, and Adele says, what's that on your mouth? He says, I didn't eat anything. And I said, no, he didn't. And Adele says to Charlotte, look, he lies and he swears.
So that was really a fun trip. We had a great time, and it taught Al not to have the hot dogs and hamburgers before dinner. And I got a lesson also. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time with him. I hope we have more.
Who's next?
Anybody next?
I thought you were going.
I'll go. My sister made me promise to only say nice things. It's her fault.
Not OS, right?
What?
Not OS.
Not a what?
Not
O.S. Language, Roberta.
O.S.
S, not X.
I know what it means. My children are on strike. If I curse, they go on strike, so I can't do that anymore. I thought of a lot of things. We've been through a lot of things together. But there are a couple of things that stood out just in terms of things that I really remember clearly. And one of the first things, actually there were a number, but was when I was about 15 or 16, I worked at a camp for retarded children and had some very, very wonderful friends. I was also very heavy into folk music, and we decided we were going to go to the Newport Folk Festival. Of course, we didn't tell our parents about this for a long time, and we plotted and we planned and we devised strategies, and we decided who would drive and who would have the best car and how we could arrange it so that all of the parents would agree to say okay, figuring this was a pipe dream and nobody was ever going to come. And I had a list of the most wonderful reasons about why I should go to convince my parents, and my timing was not always the best. So I could never be sure between me and my parents what was going to happen. And I sit down and I said, listen, I have this wonderful plan, and I was trying to be very good about it. And I said, I would really like to go to Newport with my friends to the folk festival. And my mother said yes. I didn't have a chance ever to use any of my wonderful excuses. I was so disoriented. I don't remember.
Mother didn't ask him.
It was wonderful. Of course, then there was the time we had the co-ed pajama party.
I remember that.
Of course, then Mom and Dad were right in the middle of it.
I was away on a retreat.
He went away.
That's right. That's right.
And you left me.
I was there. I was chasing the one boy that was there around the house.
At 2 o'clock, the boys pulled
You
their
could see
hair.
they didn't have to worry about me.
Terrified.
The other thing, well, actually, there are 2 more things that I wanted to say. One is specifically about Dad. When I was in college, I lived in this wonderful apartment. I lived in New York City, right? The dean kept saying New York City is your campus. I always hated the fact that I didn't go to school. And the fact was I was supposed to go to Ohio State, but circumstances mitigated against it, so I wound up in Ohio anyway. Which I think is very funny. At any rate, I lived in this wonderful apartment. Me and my roommate and the Roaches. It was a 5-floor walk up with a bathtub in the kitchen and a water closet.
Oh, God.
And
Maybe take a bath in it.
poor Dad would come up and he would cry. And Chucky came up, what were you, about 7 years old at the time? He was 7 or 8, and he looks around, and he... I couldn't believe it, 7 years old. He looks at me and he says, Berta, you could make this look very nice. At any rate, it was one of my less affluent times of life. And when Dad would come up on business, I would be so excited because I knew he would come with bags of groceries. And he would take me out to dinner, and I think I ate enough dinners for about 5 weeks in one night.
And then when you introduced me to Mario, and you told me you want to get married, I said, well, why don't you wait? Most fathers do. Right?
He said...
You said that twice in your life.
No, I didn't. When you two came off the plane, we had a whole jump. It was the first
Let me get this on film. Wait a minute.
That was the first time you came to see us.
Okay, wait, this is Roberta's story.
Well, Dad's line was, we'll wait to tell everybody till you get a ring. It's now 19 years later. Have you told anyone?
Well, have you got a ring?
Very good.
That's why the other one, and this is fairly serious, is that for all the things we have been through together, and all the ups and all the downs, I must say that the fact that I didn't go to Ohio State for what was going on, and that I did wind up in Hunter, only led me to meet Mario and have the wonderful family that I have now, and I am very grateful for that. Thank you. Did I say that to you?
I just thought of a couple of stories.
Only a couple?
True ones. Specifically one about my father. One of the things that we all liked to do when we were teenagers was go out. And he always wanted to know, and my mother also wanted to know where we were going, which was very good. We didn't like it. We didn't like it at the time, but we were very happy that they were strict with us at the time. But one of the things my father liked doing was telling us when we had to be in.
And following us around.
Showing up at parties.
I forgot about all these things.
Making sure we were there. But one particular night, I remember that my father told me to be in at 11 o'clock. And instead of arguing, as usual, I said, okay. And he looked at me. He's saying to himself, he agreed. He said, no, make it 10:30. It's true. The next story, specifically having to do with my mother, is, I guess it was 17 years ago, right before Paul and I got married. I said to my mother, we were sitting at the kitchen table that we now have. Yeah, the dining table. I said to her, I looked at her very seriously, and I said, Mom, do you think that I'm ready to get married?
Oh, shit.
She looked at me and she said, Skip? That's my nickname for anybody who doesn't know. I don't often admit it. If you have to ask, you're not ready. So I said, I guess I'm not ready. But I was about 6 months later. I guess that's when we got married.
Janet got married, you want to get married right away, quick.
And those are my two stories, and I'd like to say on a more serious note that... That's okay. No, that's fine. This is a very informal party, and that's, I think, the real beauty of it. That we're just all having a nice, relaxed time, and we're all very close family and friends. What I'd like to say is the whole culmination of this party was when I saw you come out of the elevator, Mother.
I'm sorry.
When you came out of the elevator, to see the expression on your faces was absolutely priceless.
I really
Yeah, oh, I know. But
It's the God knows.
I know, I can see it in your face. And as Roberta said, we'll all admit all families go through their roller coaster rides. But the point is to stick with it, because the grass may be green on the other side of the street, but when you get over there, there's always just as many or more weeds when you get there. I love you both very, very much, more than you know.
Jan? Anybody else?
Go ahead, Sue.
Oh, Matt. Rachel.
Oh, if nobody, all right, I'll tell you what, if nobody has, I have a letter that was sent by Gloria Aldridge, Charlotte's sister, and it's a cute little story. It's one quick page. It says, "Hi, this is Gloria sending her regrets. Couldn't make it. Sorry I can't attend what should be a lovely party. I have that problem a lot. Do remind the anniversary couple that I was the naughty little sister who discovered the wedding band in Charlotte's purse while searching for gum or whatever. This I duly reported to Dad, who scoffed at the idea that they had married. The rest is history. Love, Gloria." There was no stories, just regrets.
Anita said something.
Oh, but I didn't open the envelope.
Open it.
No,
Read it.
it's to them.
We just talked to Anita.
Chuck,
last night.
Skip.
Good.
She was the best.
I'll read it.
I'll read it.
No, let's skip it.
Okay. This is from
That's just a letter. I don't
Anita, Albert's sister, and Anita Michael Prince, her husband and wife. Okay. Dear Steve and Paula, oh how I wish I were able to join all of you for the fun, great occasion. I wrote a little ditty in the envelope for Charlotte and Albert, a little rhyme. Someone can read it as our message. I mailed a gift to their home, but of course said nothing about your surprise party.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Did you wonder what was going on?
No, I figured she sent us, and I'm like,
Oh.
My love to you and all the family. Have a glorious time. Okay.
We haven't read this yet, so
We haven't read this, obviously. Okay, there's a picture of a lady kissing a napkin or something. Okay, dear Charlotte and Albert, a toast to you young lovers on your 46th. They said Albert was too young, and the war, World War II, had just begun. Charlotte was a big, smart, and sexy blonde, of whom Albert was very fond. Her skirts were a bit too short, they thought. He didn't have much money. The families didn't see the future as sunny. Well, 46 years have passed, and who said it would not last? There's Roberta and Janet and Steve and Charles, with spouses Mario and Butch and Paula, sparkling grandchildren, 7, heaven. Much love and many more joyous anniversaries, Anita and Michael. Very nice.
Not many guys that get married, that's $5 an hour.
You had an elaborate.
And why my wife making $12 a week, that was a lot of money.
You had a $5
Jan.
allowance?
Huh?
You had a $5 allowance? Came from rich people.
It's a bookie.
I don't know.
Do we have any other volunteers?
I remember that.
Okay, but I gotta read mine.
Janet's a little nervous, so let's give her a lot of support.
I can't, wait.
Read it.
I can't. Yeah.
Do you need some tissues, Jan?
No. If I need you, you have to come up and finish.
All right.
Okay. There was something in the paper, and somebody may have read about it, that Ann Landers wrote, and it was something that was for Father's Day, and I was going to send it to you, Mom, But I never did. I left it on my kitchen counter, and it kind of gave me the idea of what to write. I really didn't know what to write, and I asked Roberta to write something for me, and I'd pay her, but she wouldn't do it.
That's my sister Janet.
So I kind of wrote something, and it looks long, but it's really not long, and it just kind of goes through certain years of certain things.
Just do it.
Okay. At 4 years, my mom and dad, they can do anything. 7 years, my mom and dad know a lot, a whole lot. 8 years, my mom and dad don't know quite everything. 10 years, oh well, naturally mom and dad don't know that either. 13 years, which I have a 13-year-old, mom and dad, hopelessly old-fashioned. Too protective, they never let me do anything, and all the other kids' parents let them do everything. I did the 10 years, I forgot to look at you though. Okay, 18 years. I'm sort of on my own, but mom and dad still let me bring home my clothes to be washed. At 20 years, now I'm really on my own, living in a new city far away, flying for an airline I've never heard of before, making new friends from all over the country, and financially supporting myself, but only because I had 100% support from my mom and dad. At 21 years, I've met a man, Mom and Dad. I want you to meet him. He's not Jewish, but I know you'll love him.
Thanks a lot.
He's very good to me, and I know you'll like it. At 25 years, congratulations, Grandma and Grandpa, your first grandchild. You are so proud, and I'm proud of you. 28 years, I have 2 children of my own. I'll do it my own way. Times have changed, but I have, really. 29 years. It's amazing how smart Mom and Dad have gotten over the years. I am now 38 years old. I have been married to the same wonderful man for 16 and a half years. Heather is 10, Rachel is 13 and a half. I find myself saying the same things to my kids that you once said to me. And I hear my kids say the same things to me that I once said to you. So what's changed? Because of the love and support you have shown me through my life, I am able to give the same to my kids. And I love you, and thank you for that.
I guess so.
It's Charles Stewart Daniel.
All right.
Chuck.
Baby!
A taller, thinner version of me.
Not so big, you're pretty close now.
That's it, you're getting that thing.
This is a bit of a surprise, but of all the stories that I can think of, when I was about so big, and being the baby, of course, there was about a 12 years difference between me and Janet. And if anything went wrong in the house, ultimately, in the distance, Chuck did. It was tough until they all left, but it was always me. Above all, Mom and Dad, thank you very much, and we love you, and thank everyone else for coming as well.
Rachel has something she
Okay.
wants to say. Say, Grandma will love it. Please.
You don't have to
This is
use
a
the
formal party.
microphone. You can just stand up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Which?
Do it after Dad.
Begin.
Is it, wait, is the camera ready?
Does the camera?
She's laughing before I ever started. I think that, I guess, I heard Mrs. Susskind say something about what none of the son-in-laws have said anything. So I got to thinking of the incongruities of life and the kinds of things that have happened in my life, and particularly with this family.
Please don't say all the things.
Well, in particular with Rabbi Susskind, since it came up over there. I can remember when Rabbi Susskind was in very serious meditation as to whether or not he should marry Janet and I because of our
differences in... Yeah, this way. Having been, my father was Roman Catholic and my mother was raised Southern Baptist. Most of my family was Southern Baptist. And I attended the Methodist church, and somehow along the way I got distracted by a Jew. And then Rabbi Suskin had some very, I'm sure, some long hours of meditation to whether or not he should marry us. And then my grandfather said, well, why don't you marry one of your own kind? I'm sure you've never heard that. But anyway, you know, if it hadn't been for all this fiasco, I would have had 16 years with this lovely daughter and some fine grandchildren, and sometimes. But anyway, thank you very much, and happy anniversary to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Rachel, Grandma.
Come on, Rachel. Come on. All right. Hey. She's really not that shy.
Promise she is.
Oh, you don't have to. You just do it the way you want to.
Hi. Okay, well, the other day I was riding in the car.
Little louder.
The other day I was riding in the car with my mom, and I asked her if Grandma had left anything in her will for me. And she said,
Take after your mother.
and she said, well, I don't think so. And I asked her if I could have all her silk nightgowns.
You know what, Mom? I said to her, I bet if you asked Grandma, she'd buy you your own. She said no, because hers smell so good.
I agree.
Do we have anybody else? Oh, please, please. Rabbi Susskind?
Some of them had torn out such a struggle.
When you get as old as I am and retire, and you have friends of long standing, somehow or another you have a tendency to want to emote and give forth. And when Skip had mentioned the idea that possibly you might have a story that you would share with regard to his folks, and my wife asked me, do you have a story? And I said, I would find one. And I spent the day thinking today just what I would share with you. And there's a nice story in Jewish tradition that I would share with you because it basically reflects something that I have shared with Charlotte and Al, and then at times with Marion and Roberta, and then with Skip and Paula.
What's your name?
And then with Janet and
Good is.
and then there was Chuck. And of course, then there were those great moments with Samantha. Matt. See what happens when you get old? And what I would share with you is that there's a delightful story in which a rabbi was hearing the tale, you perhaps have heard the story, of some disputation between a husband and wife, and the rabbi listens to the husband's side of the story, and he proceeds to say, you are right. Then he invites the wife in, and the wife tells her side of the story, and the rabbi then proceeds to tell her side of the story, and he proceeds to tell her, you were right. And then along comes the rabbi's wife who had overheard this entire scene and says, how could it possibly be that you heard the husband's side and the wife's side, And you agreed with both of them, and he proceeded to say, and my dear, you too are right. I share this story because, lo and behold, it is now well nigh close to a quarter of a century that Charlotte and Al, close to a quarter of a century, isn't it? That we know each other. And we have developed over the course of the years, Chuck had so well remembered this, that we had moments in our relationship in which somehow or another this poor forsaken rabbi had the privilege of really sharing some very, very precious, sacred, beautiful, solemn moments in your life. Occasions in which there was a suffering memory of death. There was the occasions of birth. There was the occasions of marriage. Yes, there was the conflict of interfaith. And there's how we were going to go through school and bar mitzvahs and confirmations. And there was illness. And there was strife. There were business reverses or tenuous moments in business. And then there were business successes. There were moments of great exaltation, and there were moments of great care and concern. And the fact of the matter is, it was, in part, my privilege, that of Bernie's, that some of your friends here who were quiet, who shared those great moments or those experiences in your lives. And they became, and we reflect upon them on this occasion, be so very, very important. Why? Because two very wonderful, dear people, loving towards one another, with a sense of commitment to each other that is rare to find in couples. Between Charlotte and Al, and we have seen those great moments of real crisis at Mount Park Hospital and other times. And yet there was that deep love, faith, concern. Well, what was the great part about it all? The great part about it is we friends, and we grandkids, and we children, we're here to celebrate. Why? Because those two wonderful folks have the spirit, have the courage, the tenacity, the faith, all the things that human beings have and ought to have, the hope, the courage, with all their humor and their chiding and what have you. They're two marvelous, wonderful people who open up their hearts and their lives to us. And for us, as they've been a blessing to each other, to all of you, so they have been a joy and a blessing in their friendship to us. And we thank you for all of those experiences as well. Thank you for allowing us to touch your lives as we did. Thank you.
Yeah, Matthew Conti.
Stand up.
Hi. Hi. Hey, Matthew.
That's my number one grandson.
That's your number only grandson.
Don't say it. Let's see. Whoops. Sorry.
You just said not to do that, hon.
I can't
You're
wait.
doing fine. You're doing fine.
Just talk, Matthew.
Just go for
Oh,
it.
boy.
I remember a couple years ago, probably our last family reunion. Not so many people though.
A little louder.
With not so many people though.
Let's see, we went to this Italian restaurant. It's closed now, it's somewhere else. But it was a good restaurant. Oh, and I remember Chuck and Skippy, Grandpa were there. And I was telling all these corny jokes. And they were laughing at them.
Skip almost fell off the chair.
Yeah, that's pretty good. They were funny.
They were.
They were.
They were. Living proof. I remember Grandpa's favorite was, why don't you play poker in the jungle? There are too many cheetahs.
You think this is a nightclub in Cascos?
That's it. And now Heather just said she wants to do something. Yes, you do.
Come on, Heather.
Come on, Heather.
All right, but Skip,
Okay.
Butch.
Okay.
Dad wants to say something.
Dad wants to say something.
Steve.
Okay, want to see?
Oh,
Courtney wants to
Daddy.
say something.
Oh, Courtney wants to say something?
that's all right.
Where is she? Do I have her? Oh, do you want to say something?
No.
Grandma say something.
Charlotte and I think I can speak for Charlotte, flabbergasted when we walked in. Because as of last night, I said, I don't want to go to the damn luau. And then she told me this morning, well, she called Rabbi and Bernice and we're going to go out to dinner. Okay, so about 5 after 5, quarter after 5, I walked in from Lake Wales and she said, get ready. Rabbi and Bernice are going to be here in about 15 minutes. And where are we going? She said, we're going down to Lily and Lou. Here we are. That's Lily and Lou. But I want to first thank our wonderful children and our grandchildren. This is just fabulous. But I want you to know, we got 4 more years to finish. Right,
And we'll
Dave?
do it again, and we'll do
Right?
it again.
Huh?
And we'll do it
I
again.
don't care, as long as we're together. And
Sniffle, sniffle.
that lady that I've been married to put up with all my garbage for these 46 years, I'll never be able to thank. I know I've given her a hard time. A good many years of our life.
Not now.
Well, I have to say, because that's the way I feel. And we're here with very, very close friends and our family. I want to thank you.
And the Dangler would like to say a couple of words.
I'm proud.
A couple of years ago when Matthew came down, we went to Circus World. And we went on a ride that went forward real fast. And they said we were going to go backwards. And I said I didn't want to. And my grandma cared enough and said that
I stopped the ride so she could get her up.
That's Grandma. She wanted to say that that's why she loves us so much. Because she loves
So
it.
we...
Okay, yeah, now we want to cut the cake.
How are we doing? We're all How about all the
Did you read it?
Can we get somebody else to run that so you will?
I will.
You and your kids. You and your kids. You and your kids, cousin.
Oh, just these kids?
No, yours. The big one.
enough room for all of us.
Come away, guys.
He's on the top now of the ship list. Look at that on the bottom.
Move away so we can...
No, no, he's on the bottom of the ship list.
Let Butch be able to take pictures.
Mom, don't get in the way.
Is there a picture of this?
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, wait a minute. Charlotte, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. You're gonna ask him for the special.
Oh, good.
Right down the middle.
Wait, she's gonna suggest a good thing.
I wish the table was brought out of the ball. Cutting it.
Say when, boy.
Hey, Dad.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Dina, sir.
Take a picture of
So this is the smallest. Yeah. That's gonna be our next investment.
Go ahead, Butch.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Maybe another. Be our next investment.
You're on camera, you just walk away.
Am I still?
Not anymore?
Not anymore, no. That's gorgeous, Butch. Gotta be a goddamn engineer to run it. Is it real? Yeah, but you know. Fabulous. I've never been so surprised in my
You should have
life.
seen your face. What did you like when you first got off the elevator? Yeah, right. Yeah.
I will. Dump. What a wonderful surprise. Let's go back to the house.
Yeah, we got it, yeah.
Boy, you all over your house last night?
Yeah.
Must have been wild.
Oh, yeah.
You get the fan fixed yet?
Fan.
In your living room?
No, I'm just gonna find out. But guess what?
What?
Tomorrow you'll be able to see, you'll be able to talk into my new carpet. And all you have to say is home, and tell us home. Say office,
What kind did you get?
audio box.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Good question.
It was 2,200. 14. It's not any different, but it's got a few functions.
And you say home,
Yeah.
you have to program it.
Oh yeah, and it has to get used to my voice.
Girlfriend? Come on, Jess. Tired?
Can't wait to see it.
I like to let my grandchildren.
Yeah, tough job organizing all those Jews. Never forget when we were in Memphis, and we were in their backyard. And we were just talking, you must have got that far, standing in line to eat. I never forget the comment afterwards. I cannot believe people get that crazy. But you know, the Jews eat the food, and the Gentiles drink the booze. Yeah.
Is it on?
I don't know.
Is it on, Dad?
It's on.
Don't ruin it.
Boo. Is this for Grandma and Grandpa?
Yeah. Get your face up.
Hello. Hi. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Oh, and I did that obscene gesture on this.
Oh, we are so sorry. She mooned you, though.
Sorry about my obscene gesture. Ah! Wait, Dad, is it... Oh, God. I did something bad.
Young Jesse would like a
My
word
dad
with you.
told me to do it.
He told you to jump over a bridge.
Oh, did you hear what your son just said? He just told us to jump off a bridge. That isn't very nice.
He twisted it.
Hello?
It's not quite what I was hoping. Has nothing to do with it.
Rah, rah, happy anniversary. I'm kidding.
You've been so long throughout the years, and I think it's full of tears. When I see your portrait hanging, I think of someone mangling. Oh well. It was a nice try, though.
Right. Okay, now. Feel these two buttons?
Yeah.
This is your zoom. Is it zooming?
Yeah.
All right.
And then
that's the zoom.
the other one
So
takes it
when
back.
Roberta comes around the corner, we start in. I want you to get a good shot of her face.
Right.
Okay, now you can hit the button again and it stops it.
Right.
This button.
Where is it?
Are you on the Oak Brand also?
Yeah, I've been on there for,
Why don't you go in?
I started last June.
And how many points have you lost?
Shot again.
Oh my God.
I was 375.
Oh wow. What are you now? No.
We are only moments away from the exciting moment where my mother, Roberta Tanti, will witness and get this beautiful Isuzu Trooper 2 1987 four-door. Yes. We are anxious to see her response when she comes in. It is only moments away, of course, and we are very excited. We want to ask the bystanders what they think. Sir, what do you have?
Oh, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure she's gonna turn that corner and why, wait, am I on TV?
You're on Camden.
When was the last time you heard Roberta's speech in us?
Last time you bought her a new car. I didn't get to say goodbye to my bus!
I said goodbye for her.
Madame.
Did I say this to Claudia and she like a roll top desk? A roll top desk.
Hey, that seatbelt's in the trunk.
Madame, would you like to...
Hi, Jenny. How are you? Where's the bookcase?
There's no bookcase.
Take a test drive.
Jenny, you already got it.
How did you do this?
Don't ask.
Did you have to go to Albany?
No. Our lot was sufficient.
It cost me a leg, though.
Is that why you only have one left?
It's your very own.
It only has one key.
There's another key.
We get in.
Well, here
Why the for sale signs came down
Here
on
we
my
are,
bus.
folks, at the exciting event. She has just witnessed, as you have also seen, the appearance of her Isuzu Trooper 2. She's in a very emotional state right now, and she's very happy, as you can see. Back to that.
Did you know?
I knew.
Did you know, Roberta?
I know.
Now, are you...
You know what? I thought because all of a sudden everybody was asking me what color did I want the car to be.
So much for subtle.
What?
Jack?
We were so subtle. It wasn't just you though. Oh, I don't. Where's my bus?
Safe way.
Did you take out the CD and the jumper cables?
Everything.
The glove compartment?
Everything.
I didn't get to say goodbye to my bus.
Drive up to Howard to say goodbye.
Anybody want to go for a ride? How come it doesn't have real speakers?
It does.
Where?
Well, they're hidden by the...
Oh, I thought they were up in the...
Hold on, wait.
Convincing.
gotta move my cat.
I'm supposed to convince you to keep a roll-top desk, Nancy. It's got a roof rack and everything.
And seatbelt's in the trunk.
We spared no expense for you, Roberta.
How much more do I have to work?
Time is out of the question.
I thought you said there was a key in the ignition.
There are seatbelts that you can put somebody in the back here if they want to, take more people.
There's too much stuff in it.
Then this. How long have you been doing this?
How long have you been doing
We spent 5 hours all the time, Adam?
Did Claudia know about this? Then why did you get so pissed?
That's why I got so pissed.
You did that on purpose?
No, I was really angry.
Why?
Because she brought it up.
She never brought up the car.
She brought up the anniversary.
So?
You're not supposed to think about it for another
That's
month.
right.
Do you know how to use this overdrive? Does it fit in the garage?
I don't know. I heard I just drove it from the car dealership.
That's 5.
There's 74 miles on it.
Well, Matthew and I and Jay took a test drive last week.
In this car?
I was
It's
crazy
very
going
calm.
around those bumps.
Does this wheel move? I don't know what to do with it.
Should go with her.
5. 4.
Just make sure you take your emergency brake off.
Where's the emergency brake? Oh.
Oh, no.
I just went to release the armrest.
Is that a shift?